my name is H.A. Pruitt, and I am the author of the Anelthalien series, and this is the cover reveal for the revised edition of Anelthalien, which is the first book in the Anelthalien series. So, the new cover on the revised edition is different than the original cover of Anelthalien. It's different, but it's not that much different. In concept, it's the same, but there are details that make it so much better. And when you look at them separately, it's probably not going to look that much different. But when you look at them right by each other, you'll see the differences and you'll probably have a clear favorite. I know I did. And so I just kind of want to tell you a little bit about the cover, and then I'll show you the cover comparison and show you the cover and all that. So when I first published Anelthalien, it came out in 2020. And so it was January 2020. And so I was working on it all through 2019 and before, but mainly working toward publishing in 2019. And, I had painted what I wanted the cover to look like, except I didn't have the background. I didn't have any, thing that I could put, I could have painted the background, but how I wanted to do it. Okay, let me just show you. This is I hope I have enough light that you can really see it. This is my original painting of what I wanted the cover to look like. The Anelthalien, the curved text, the dragon necklace, the dragon on the necklace is a metallic paint. And then my name under it. That's what I wanted the book cover to look like. But this is on a piece of mat board that I probably got out of the trash in college. And it's done with ink wash painting. I hope you can see it if I prop it up right there. So this was what I wanted the cover to look like. But if you use any amount of ink wash on mat board, it tends to curve it. It is permanently curved. And so I didn't want to do too much to the background. I wanted a dark green background, but I didn't want to paint this thing dark green because that would require a lot of product, a lot of paint, a lot of ink, a lot of water that would curve this thing even more. And why I decided to do it on this and not a canvas, I was a poor college kid, that's why. Thank you very much. I was cheap and I didn't think it would matter, that much because this was not going to be the cover. I was not going to take this on the cover of the book. And so I worked with the cover designer and they got the dark green background, and how it worked was I only had 3 rounds to do my cover. I told them, this is what I want. I sent them a picture of this and I was like, this is what I want. And they're like, okay. And so they sent me back something, and the first round they sent me back something with stuff in the background. And so that was my first round where they sent back their interpretation of it. And I was like, no, I don't want any of that. And so they were like, okay, none of that, just plain green background. Yeah, okay, let's do that. And so they sent me back it, but without the chain. But the chain, it's important, and it was just floating there. And I had a breakdown, and I cried, and it was horrible. I was overreacting, but it was my baby, and I wanted it right. So that was my second round, and I told them, no, put the chain back on. And so for my third round, I thought the front was good. I was just, scared. I was scared that I wasn't gonna pay attention to all the details. I wasn't gonna get it right, and they were gonna do more stuff to it. And so I was like, okay. And so I settled for a cover that I liked, and I really liked, but then it really wasn't exactly what I wanted. And so I have learned quite a bit since then about interacting with the program I have to make covers. I'm an art major. I know art. I am a natural at creating things. As you see, I did this with my hands, but technology was my hurdle. I didn't know how to make things with technology, but I have learned how to do that, how to take my art and put it in the digital world and make it even better. And so for this revised edition, I totally made my cover. I took a new picture of this. I went and in my drawing app, I drew this so that it wasn't like the picture and I had to erase around all of it and all that. And it was more crisp, and the color I wanted, and the shading I wanted, and everything like that. I have since developed a new signature. It's still my signature. It still looks pretty much the same, but it's a slightly different. a new signature that is on all of my book covers. I gotta get this out. And so that is on my book, so they're all consistent now. Yay. And I put it all together like I wanted it. And I got the green color that I wanted. So I only have the proof copy to show you right here in person. But like I said, I will show you a slide comparing them. And I don't know how easy or hard he's going to make it. He's been fussy today. But, okay, so this is my old cover. It's a bit dusty. I don't know why. I've been looking through it over and over again. This is my old cover. The original cover. You can see it matches. They did like a metallic styling on the letters. But it was what I wanted. And so, again, I don't know how easy my baby's gonna make this. And how, like, I really wanted better lighting for this video. But you can't do things when you want to do things with kids. And so this is the time I could do this video. And it's just gonna be what it is. Excuse me. Can you sit on the floor or can you sit beside me? Can you sit beside me? Okay, cover reveal. Old cover, new cover. Okay, so in case you can't see, and again, I'll show you better covers in the slides. Because these are glossy also, so it's hard to see. The green is a more vibrant, brighter green. Better green. The necklace is bigger. The necklace has more shine to it. Like I said, I took a whole new picture. The lettering looks, I don't know how to say it. It looks more like it's curved and like, why is my throat acting like this? The lettering looks more curved instead of just like a pattern on it and flat. My voice and my name just looks more like my real signature than this. I don't know why it doesn't look like my signature on here, but that's what I gave them, so that's what they had to work with, so I'm not blaming them. But it's what I want now. It's what I want now. This is the new cover. It's what I want. And some of the big things is the back of the book. This is the original back. This is the new back. The hook line is bigger. And also, because I was so focused on the front, I didn't realize that the publishing company added to my hook line and made it different than I wanted it to. My hook line is if you ever wanted something different, Anelthalien is waiting. And they added, if you ever wanted to find something different, Anelthalien is waiting. It's not a big deal. It was a big deal to me. It is a big deal to me. I've always hated seeing that on my book and knowing that was a mistake that I failed to point out. But it's fixed now. It's fixed now. Yay. And that makes me so happy. I have not been coughing all day. I don't know why this cough is here. Okay. But the inside, guys. Okay. This was the title page on the original. It says Anelthalien. It's the font I approved. And it was okay. Since then, I've been like, I want my covers to match my title page. And so I have drawn the font for the title page. And I got to do that this time. So go from, let me set these up beside each other so you can see the impact. Okay, go from that to that. Look at that. Look at how much better that looks. Oh my goodness. And it matches the cover. Yes, it looks so much better inside. From this little bitty Anelthalien on the title page to like, bam, this is what this book is. Yes. Okay, so that looks better. And I'm going to show you some illustrations because, so the deal with the illustrations, both of the illustrations you're going to see come from the same drawing, except the original pictures, the original illustrations, I just sent to them and I was like, put them in my book. I just found a mistake in my original and it just made me like cringe. That was always there. Okay, so I just sent them to them and they put them in there and I was like, okay, I'm going to bend the cover back on my book. Forgive me. So that is that's the original like type. Hand drawn. I just sent them a picture I took a picture of and that's what they put in. You can see where it ends. It doesn't have a lot of detail because I took a picture and I sent it to them and they put it in their program, and it just like, there were several steps to kind of wash it out. The original drawing does not look like that. It's washed out. And like, it looks good, but look at that. Look at that. Look how much better that looks. We went from bam to bam. And like, it's the same drawing. It's the same base. But I went back and just went over it and did it digitally. And I did the same shading, the same detail, the same everything. But it's digital art put in without any like transfer to wash it out. And it just looks so much more beautiful. Let me show you another one to make it. Oh yeah, let's use this one. Okay. I love looking at all these illustrations. I loved them before, and now that I know they can be better, and they are better, I'm like, I didn't know that they weren't great. Okay. Arrival of what is ancient. Okay, see it? See it? Bam! Look at that. Look at that difference. Look at the difference. It's so much more impactful, and I love it so much. I love the interior. Stop eating my leg, child. The interior is beautiful, and I love it. So there's my cover reveal and my interior reveal. The story is not that much different. The story is not different, really. The commas are correct now in the revised edition. There's not fluff words that don't need to be there. But if you're just a reader and you read the first book and you read the revised edition of it, you're probably not going to notice anything different unless you're like looking for it. Or if you're looking in the first and last chapter. There are some significant things that are like me changing one or two little words, but very significant things in the details. Stop eating my leg. But yeah, so the story is like the same. I haven't changed the story, but it's better. It's better in every way. The front, the back, the inside, the outside, everything's better. And I really hope that if you have read it, that you want this new, shiny, beautiful revised edition, because it's beautiful, and it's even more beautiful, and you can see so much more detail. Look at so much detail in the illustrations. Yes. And if you haven't read it, I hope that this makes you really want to read it. Anelthalien is a portal fantasy, a young adult fantasy appropriate for middle grade 2. And it's just really fun. It's whimsical, has lots of creative creatures and races, and a creative fantasy land. People say it reminds them of Narnia. I have a reel that I read the quote from the end of the Voyage of the Dawn Treader where Aslan is like, you go to Narnia to better know me, so you can go back to your world and know me even better. And that's like the essence of Anelthalien. You go here, you learn about God in a different way than in your world, something different. So you can go back to your world and be like, oh, I see God so much clearer now. I see him so much better now. That's what it is writing it. That's what it is reading it every time I read through the series. And so I hope that makes you really want to read this series. And it's just really cool and fun. It has realistic characters and adventure and action and a lovable villain. You'll just have to meet the villain. She's fantastic. Stop eating my leg, child. Okay, my baby's hungry, and I'm going to show you a better comparison of the covers. And thank you for watching. Again, thank you for watching this video. Please like this video, please share it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do all the YouTube things, and now let's say bye. Thank you for watching. Bye! If you want to know more about Anelthalien or H.A. Pruitt, please follow me on Instagram at H.A. Pruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, H.A. Pruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, H.A. Pruitt Anelthalien. You can find me on the Facebook page, H.A. Pruitt Anelthalien. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name H.A. Pruitt and the book Anelthalien, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anelthalien is. The website is hapruitt.com.